So my car broke for the third time, and let's freaking talk about it, dude. Hello everyone, it's Jay, and today we're gonna talk about my experience with my third break on my 2022 Mustang. This car now has 26,000 miles, and what has been broken on this car should have never happened in the first place, but I'm here to talk about it. Today is a relatively rainy day, so what we're gonna do is drive around and discuss my opinions on how this could have all been avoided. Number one, I bought this car during the pandemic, and I have stated throughout two of my videos about it being repaired that is a main factor of everything. Number two is poor customer service. Anytime that I needed service, I had a struggle getting it done, especially under a warranty. For anybody who knows, whenever you buy a new car, it has a 36,000 mile warranty. I struggled really hard with my local dealership to get anything done, and even to give me a loaner at that. The first major problem was the evap solenoid. Those typically go out quite often, but not as often as my car did, because it went out around 10,000 miles, and it was causing a lot of codes, especially with fuel. If you ever have problems with fuel and you think, oh, it's my fuel filter or it's my fuel tank or anything like that, always look at the evap, because the majority of the time it is that $50 part. The second problem that I had was the differential. I noticed that my differential was leaking around February and March of this year, and I let it kind of do its thing for a minute before I took it in, and around May I decided to take it in to get it done. Whenever I took it in, I didn't take it into my local dealership, mainly because my local dealership would not cover it. They told me that it was not under warranty, that a lot of it was my fault. For them to make the bold claim that I would have to drop like $150 to even have it looked at, which is like basically the norm for any dealership, and then claim that I was at fault here and that it was my fault that the seals on the inside of the differential decided to go out, is a pretty bold claim at that. I use this car on the daily, as in going to work and going home or grocery shopping or anything like that. On top of that, it's an EcoBoost. It's not a 5.0 where I can sit here and just destroy the whole thing. Whenever you have a warranty that is presented to you on a brand new car at 36,000 miles, everything, literally everything should be covered, and customer service should not really throw hardballs at you. If I had a soccer mom car like a Ford Explorer, for an example, and that same thing happened to the transmission on the inside, would I be looked at as, oh, I'm the one that destroyed it? Or would I be looked at, oh, well, let me help you out with that? And the reason why I'm saying that is because the Mustang is a sports car, or a budget sports car. So with that being said, I literally had to go out of town to have the differential work done under warranty, which really wasn't that far away. Around May, I get my car back and I make a video about it. One thing that I didn't bring up in that video was right after I made it, the differential was freaking leaking again. And so I was like, well, maybe it's the norm, you know? Maybe they overfilled it. Maybe it just needs to leak some of it out. As time went on, it was still leaking. Me and my buddy put it up on a jack and we looked at it, and we noticed that it was leaking in between where the diff meets the drive shaft, drive line, or whatever you want to call it. It wasn't going to stop until I called in again and said, hey, the diff is still leaking yet again. I let them know that the diff is still leaking, and they're like, okay, well, when can you come in to set an appointment and drop it off? What had happened the first time of me getting the diff fixed is they wouldn't give me a loaner, so I had to have my dad's truck for about a week in order for them to fix it. This time around, I wanted to ask them, would they be willing to give me a loaner, because they should have fixed the problem in the first place. After doing a whole bunch of negotiating on the phone, they were like, okay, our loaner is out at least 2 weeks. I'll give you a call back whenever it's ready. And I was like, great, awesome. I mean, I still got a leaking diff, but I'll have my car repaired within 2 weeks. No biggie, no big problem. 2 weeks go by and I have no call, and I'm just like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to pay out of pocket because I'm having so much trouble with customer service. A month and a half go by and I noticed that my tires look like crap. They are in really rough shape. During that month and a half, the diff had still been leaking. And I thought, well, this is a perfect opportunity to get a new set of tires and drive it outside of town to actually go up in person and address the problem. So I got a set from Discount Tire and I drove my happy butt all the way to Sweetwater to have the differential addressed yet again. Once I get to Sweetwater, I am kind of upset because I was never called. I was never notified that the loaner was going to be ready. I'm not just being a Kyle or a Karen about the situation. It is a big issue. It's a powertrain issue. But the fact that it was going to be under warranty and the fact that I was trying to get a loaner really played a big part into it taking almost 2 months to be addressed properly. Luckily, the customer service representative really did come through and said, hey, everything was on me. I'm so sorry that I did not give you a call back. I have your number right here on everything, and I'm really, really sorry. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and clean up another loaner that we have on lot, and we're gonna give it to you. I was like, great, awesome. You know, great customer service. This makes me want to come back. That is the whole thing. I want to come back. Within a week's time, my car was repaired finally, and there are no more leaks in the differential. With the quality of products and the quality of customer service in general, it's lacking. And I don't think it has anything to do with the workers inside the plants. So why have I made a 3-part video on this topic? Mainly because I want to address the lack of customer service within getting your car repaired under warranty. The only way that people ever touch your car these days is if you spend a whole lot of cash, and to some people, they don't have that. I also want to showcase my journey with this car. I was super excited to get a brand new car. I have always got secondhand vehicles or used vehicles. This was my first experience with a brand new car, and it is no different from having a used car at this point. This video could reach somebody in corporate and they see that there is an issue within quality and they address it and they make it better for the consumer. Then I'm happy that the 3-part series that I've done on this car so far has made an improvement within quality. I'm not here just griping and complaining. I'm here in hopes that everything gets better with time. With that being said, if you happen to like my content or anything that I put out, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below on what you think, and I'm out.